Hi, Ask an RDC here, and in this video, we're going to be talking about Geo Bachelor and forward deployment, as I myself have been gone for a long time from this channel, but that's because I was forward deployed and Geo Bachelor, which is something that we're going to be getting into when we talk about this video. Before we can talk about Geo Bachelor and forward deployment, though, we first need to understand what the different ships are and their fleets. Now, as you can see here with the fleets listed on the screen, this shows all the fleets that are mostly ocean fleet. So you're going to have a sea or shore duty rotation. And when you're in sea duty, you could be what's considered forward deployed. Now, as you can see here for second fleet and third fleet, those would be considered forward deployed, or fourth fleet, because those are all within the United States. But anything such as fifth fleet, sixth fleet, and seventh fleet, those are all what's considered forward deployed. So your rotation is actually going to be a little bit different. You might even have only 3-year orders when it comes to forward deployed. But there are some differences you're going to see whenever you're forward deployed or when you're in home port. Now, when you're forward deployed, you don't really go on deployments. You go on a rotation, almost like a watch duty from different ships. Ships go out, they go out for a few months, 3 to 5 months, and they come back in for a few months, and they rotate out with each ship, almost as if you're taking turns on watch. And for ships that are more home ported, such as Florida, Virginia, and California, those are the ones that you're going to see go on deployments, where you're going to be home ported in the United States and you go out for 6 months to a year, depending on the deployment, and then you come back. Now, the rotation of the other ships, they have a home port as well, and you return there. But when you're forward deployed, your rotation is more aggressive. So that's what forward deployment would be. Now, when we're talking about geo-bacheloring, that's actually short for a geographic bachelor. That could be for male or female, it doesn't matter. But what it is, if you are not a single sailor, you have a family, or you have dependents of some sort, and they send you anywhere and they don't give an allowance for your family to move out with you. So, for example, I was forward deployed over to Spain, but I was geo-batched for a year and a half just because I missed a rotation of when the ship was shifting home ports, and they didn't want to move my family out there and move the family back when I was only going to be out there for a little bit of time. So when you're geobatching, it means you're going to a location without your dependents or your family. Now, that could be either on a ship that's forward deployed in my situation, or it might even be a shore duty. There's some duties in which it is written to the orders where you will go by yourself. Now, usually what they do is they try to send single sailors for those orders, and when you look at your orders to pick them, they'll let you know if they're going to be geobatch orders. However, there is an opportunity as well for sailors with dependents that allow them to go. And you'll get a few allowances that come with that as well. For example, I was getting family separation pay while I was over there. And as far as balances for income and finance, while my family is in the United States, I was getting paid allowance to house them in the United States. So while I was forward deployed in Spain, they were back in the United States in a state, and I was given BAH, basic allowance for housing, for me to be able to make sure they were paid for the living out there. So you're still going to be compensated correctly when it comes to that. But when you're choosing orders that are going to be away from your family, they're usually built into the orders themselves. So make sure you're paying attention when you're choosing your orders, and that's what it comes with. Hope this explains some more information about that, and I plan on coming back with more videos. Hooyah Navy.